Fans are questioning whether Mikhaila Peterson is still on her meds after her bizarre X or Twitter rant on Brett Cooper and Candace Owens. Let's take a look. Mikhaila Peterson posted in response to Brett Cooper meeting clavicular. Apparently, this was a big deal in the media because Brett, I guess, smiled too hard at clavicular and she looked too happy to meet him. And so, therefore, she is some kind of hussy harlot in the eyes of the right. Interesting how Brett Cooper only started being criticized once she started speaking poorly about that one country. But let's take a look. Mikhaila Peterson writes, bring back manly men that protect women instead of whatever this prepubescent behavior is. Serious gap in male role models at the moment. Ick. And everyone went on to talk about how Brett Cooper was too happy to smile at clavicular, and rightfully so. People came into the comment section and said, hey, Mikhaila Peterson, didn't you hang out with Andrew Tate? And she tried to backtrack and say that he was just a boxer and he was a nobody at the time. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You hung out with Andrew Tate, who, for all intents and purposes, in my opinion, is scum of the earth. I also despise the fact that Candace hung out with him and that she considers him a friend. I think he does some seriously heinous things behind the scenes. So Mikhaila, on her high horse, is acting as if she's some kind of righteous judge of what is right and wrong when she too has hung out with Andrew Tate. Now, that was the mild version. Let's go into Candace Owens. So she responds to a post where someone is apparently Candace has a nickname. It's the Candy Cancer Cultists. And she writes, Candy Cancer Cultists is weirdly spot on. I have no idea how so many people think they're tiny little internet detectives. I don't even think Candace believes herself. She's just attracted to views like a moth to a flame with equivalent intellect. I wouldn't even mention this because she likes the gossip, except she went after my dad multiple times, and I multiple times for no reason other than views. Gross, dishonest, disgusting behavior, satanic. Okay, Mikhaila, are you feeling okay? It's really interesting to me when YouTubers say you're only doing this for views. It just comes across as so hypocritical, particularly because Mikhaila Peterson started the Peterson Academy. She's the one who got her dad involved on YouTube. She makes hundreds of thousands of dollars on YouTube. And so to say that you're trying to make money, well, baby, everybody's trying to make money on YouTube. That's what people are doing. They're sharing their opinions and their views to make money. So to pretend, again, like you are some saint who only does this for the good of mankind, then why don't you demonetize your channel or make sure that all of the income that you make goes to charity? Why don't you do that, Mikhaila? This is such a lost argument. It is such a weak argument. She's attracted to views like a moth to a flame. All of y'all are, including me. Everybody is on YouTube for views, she goes on to say. It makes me so angry, honestly. Erica Kirk is devastated. Horrible women on the internet have the audacity to wonder why her eyes look messed up. It's because her husband was murdered, you morons. Have you ever wept a lot? She's heartbroken, traumatized, and alone with babies. It's beyond terrible. Why isn't she at home with her kids? You jealous she-devils. She is at home with her kids. Occasionally she works because her assassinated husband left her in charge of his business for the greater good because he trusted her competency over everyone else's. Maybe you guys are so dumb you can't believe that because you certainly wouldn't be capable of it. Just to be clear, Erica Kirk is struggling right now. Okay, TPUSA is not what it used to be. Way to not have a semblance of human compassion or decency, and obviously no understanding of Christianity. It's astounding after witnessing the evil that family faced, and now Erica, a widow, faces that people don't believe in God because obviously evil exists. I want you guys to notice that, okay, so she's obviously, her father is on the Daily Wire train, and so I believe that they asked her to write this post. Of course, they keep talking about the fact that she's a widow, she's a widow, she's a widow. Again, I've now coined her the untouchable widow. She can do no wrong. So anything that she does that you criticize is now glazed over by the fact that she's a widow, which means it's not wrong. It's just she's just grieving. So notice how Mikhaila will use the same exact talking points as everyone else in the Daily Wire TPUSA circle. But sure, you guys are so brilliant. You figured out what the FBI hasn't. It's the new Epstein. Morons. Did you dream the truth? Maybe look for it in the stars, float over people and see things, whatever the hell it's called. Brilliant. She's mocking the fact that Candace said that she sees Charlie in dreams, but Erica said the same thing, which is like, so I'm like, Erica practices necromancy. Okay. She talks to her dead husband. In Christian world, that's a no-no. And this is coming from someone who wasn't vaccinated because it was obviously a scam and who lost faith in the medical system and the food mirror before it was cool. If anyone's conspiratorial, it's me. No, baby, you're bought and paid for. that, it was okay to be that way because you were given permission to be that way. You, just like Candace Owens, are bought and paid for. Like she was bought and paid for until she got out. Not everything is a scam. It's women like you that make the manosphere exist and make men think we're stupid and naive. Really? Actually, the manosphere loves Candace Owens. If you guys weren't aware, they absolutely love her. She has a book called Make Him a Sandwich, for crying out loud. This is so lame. I've avoided commenting or mentioning Candace after she completely randomly went after my dad and I. We debated on Pierce and her retarded fans went after me too. The way they're throwing around this word, this is how you know that Ben and TPUSA and all them are together because they're using this word, right? And she just likes the attention. So normally I don't say anything. But just in case anyone's forgotten whose side I'm on, it's not the side of the people who are picking on a widow. Doesn't that sound strikingly familiar to Ben's speech at AmFest? He was like, you're on the wrong side of history. You need to be on the side of the widow. P.S. Anyone who constantly reminds their audience they're a mother and a Christian, and that's why they should be trusted is appealing to authority, a logical fallacy, hiding behind Christianity. Shiver, good luck with that. The irony of that is that it's exactly what TPUSA does. And then her final post was, I'm in a mood today. I'm sick of the losers on the internet picking on widows, women who aren't in basically burqas, and the girls who smile when they meet people. Losers. Find a male role model who isn't emulating Satan. It's hotter. And again, people went right under her comment section and showed her videos of her meeting up with Andrew Tate, and her husband apparently was 53 years old when she married him. So her first husband. So there's pot meet kettle is what we're saying with Mikhaila Peterson. This is just another, operation mocking influencer, Operation Flying Monkeys, as it relates to Candace Owens, Baron Coleman, Ian Carroll. This is just another influencer that's been told, hey, we need the big guns. You guys have big followings. We need you to post. We need you to say that she's picking on a widow. We need you to hit all the talking points because it's heating up. They know that Candace is coming out with an expose next week, starting the 21st, I believe, or the 22nd on Erica Kirk. And so they are taking all of their PR power to the internet streets right now and trying to convince people that she's crazy. And people just are not going to deny reality. And that's just the fact of the matter. All right, you guys, thanks for watching this video. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Is Mikhaila, do you guys even listen to Mikhaila Peterson? Do you watch Mikhaila Peterson? I personally do not. I found her a little bit self-absorbed and arrogant. There was something very narcissistic about her, actually. It's ironic because she'll call Candace Owens that, but I found that to be about her. I just found her to be yeah, and I suppose if you're raised by a person like Jordan Peterson, you have a grandiose sense of self. And I actually used to like Jordan Peterson a lot. I think his very first book was good, but this Daily Wire version of both of them is off-putting. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, and I will see you guys in the next one.